gas too.
With his Twitter show or Twitter segments or however he's going to do it, he is not buying the narrative that I just laid out about the dam there in Ukraine, and I'm just kind of interested in this. As a guy who watched Tucker every single night, this is kind of the first time he's back since he got fired, commenting on the news today. How about clip 30 there, Michael?
The Kakhovka Dam was effectively Russian. It was built by the Russian government. It currently sits in Russian-controlled territory. The dam's reservoir supplies water to Crimea, which has been, for the last 240 years, home of the Russian Black Sea Fleet. Blowing up the dam may be bad for Ukraine, but it hurts Russia more. And for precisely that reason, the Ukrainian government has considered destroying it. In December, the Washington Post quoted a Ukrainian general saying his men had fired American-made rockets at the dam's floodgate as a test strike. So really, once the facts start coming, it becomes much less of a mystery what might have happened to the dam. So really, once the facts start coming, it becomes much less of a mystery what might have happened to the dam. Any fair person would conclude that the Ukrainians probably blew it up, just as you would assume they blew up Nord Stream, the Russian natural gas pipeline, last fall. And in fact, the Ukrainians did do that, as we now know. It's not like Vladimir Putin is anxious to wage war on himself. Oh.
So there you go. Tucker, as he often does, taking the counter view to what most people are taking. And the information did come out a couple of days ago that we have intelligence that shows the Ukrainians did blow up the Nord Stream pipeline, and that we knew about it actually for a while, that they were planning on it and apparently didn't do a lot to stop them. But I remember at the time, we thought, well, you could see why the Ukrainians might want to do that. It was not that hard to come up with a reason why that might benefit them to blow that up. It is impossible, to my mind, to come up with a reason why they would want to blow up this dam. And I'm looking at the video here of some of the towns that are just, I mean, the water is up to the roofs. Is it roofs or roofs? Do you know, Mike?
I believe it's roofs.
Katie Green, you're our expert news person. What's the plural of roofs?
Oh,
Is it roofs?
I've been saying roofs.
That's probably that then. I'm back.
I'm hoping.
But did you know this? We learned this a couple of years ago. Did you know that the plural of beef is beeves? It actually is. Look it up.
It's roofs. We're wrong. R-O-O-F-S.
Wow. So it's roofs, but beeves. I've got a beef with you. Actually, I have several beefs with you. Is the actual proper grammar on that? But it's roofs. Okay.
Roofs, yes.
Okay, well, thank you for that. The water is up to the roofs there in a lot of Ukraine. It's hard to imagine how that benefits the Ukrainians. But there you go. So Tucker is back, and I don't know. Well, I myself, as a viewer, I got to ask myself. So I watched at least the first segment of Tucker every single night for the last several years. Didn't always agree with what he said. Very clever writer, often hilarious. Will I check him out if he starts to have regular Twitter content? I don't even know if I will or not. But I'll report back. And if he says anything insightful and hilarious, we'll have that for you, as we always did. Stay with us. Much more on the way.
Armstrong and Getty.
Summer is here, and this year, get more free time to actually enjoy it with our friends at HelloFresh. Yeah, figuring out what's for dinner is not the top of anyone's summer activity wish list, but with delicious HelloFresh recipes delivered right to your door, pre-portioned and ready to cook, skip the planning and shopping, get back to doing, well, whatever you want this summer. I know we're always finding something new to enjoy with HelloFresh. In fact, HelloFresh's ingredients are picked at peak ripeness and travel from the farm to your doorstep in just 7 days. Plus, it's 25% less expensive expensive than takeout, and HelloFresh isn't just for dinner. From a finger food snack board to kid-friendly s'mores bundle, new summer selections available from HelloFresh Market are a hit at parties and a cinch to serve. So why not take it easy this summer with America's #1 meal kit? Sign up today for 16 free meals plus free shipping with the code Armstrong16 at HelloFresh.com/Armstrong16. Remember that code Armstrong16 at HelloFresh.com/Armstrong16.
Home title theft. It's on the rise, and it's devastating if it happens to you. Listen to the alarming words of an actual home title thief.
I don't need to know your date of birth and social security number. All I have to do is go to public records, create a document, and file that document. And then I can borrow against the house or sell the house. You may have no clue until you find out that your house has been sold or till several loans or several banks are foreclosing on you.
For pennies a day, Home Title Lock puts a virtual barrier of protection around your home's title with 24/7 monitoring. The instant they detect any tampering, you'll get an alert. And that's bad news for home title thieves. So when's the last time you checked on the title to your home? Find out if you're already a victim with your free title scan and complete title report. $100 value free with sign up. Just go to HomeTitleLock.com and sign up in minutes. That's HomeTitleLock.com. HomeTitleLock.com.
Face it, life looks a little different. During these times, we're doing our best to keep our minds and bodies strong. And getting a flu shot helps us stay healthy, so we don't miss out on what matters, like having game night at home. Yeah, can't do that while sick with the flu. Now imagine family movie night that your daughter can't live without. Well, that's ruined. And don't forget your uncle's socially distanced cookout. See, that's why it's important to be at our strongest. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
My husband had a gun. Him and his friends would go shooting. The ammunition, unfortunately, was not stored separately. In a million years, we never thought that Emily could. There's a hole in our family that can never, ever be filled.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at Oops.